Once again, welcome to the Paint Basket TV. And it has been exciting to see and hear all the wonderful comments about our new addition to the website. And I certainly hope that you will gain further insight to the wonderful world of art as we bring these snippets to you. And I'm going to start off with something completely different, a short poem written by yours truly, and after that we take a look inside the website of a very well-known American artist. And his name is Clyde Aspevig, and his paintings are well worth studying. And then I'll show you in the tips of the week a very neat trick in saving your unused clean paint that has been so generously squeezed out on the palette. And this often amazes my new students. And then lastly, the news. I'm sure you're all dying to hear and see what I'm going to show you, so let's do it. When the memory will not work and inspiration falls down flat, frustration round the corners lurk and you don't know where you're at. That's when you have to search the heart and look inside your very soul to find the answer from the start as you through the remembrance stroll. Just let your senses play their part as you reflect upon the theme. Let the enthusiasm of your art, your thoughts, produce a happy gleam. Just when you thought you have the plot and blankness fills the space around, the very thoughts you thought you got now find their place below the ground. Don't let the worries of your life produce a clouding of despair. Gather up your paints and brushes, paint away your every care. Fill the canvas with colours bold, let the colours flow as they may, producing colours, warm, not cold, as you brush your cares away. Applying paint with much abandon and weaving patterns to declare. Fright must fly away, forgotten. Determination got you there. Well, I hope you liked that. Now let's have a look at my choice of the website for the week for you to look at. In upcoming newsletters, I hope to bring you some of my favorite artist websites, which I hope will be of value to you as it has been to me. These are good websites and worthy of a lot of study. It's also good to study other artists' works, not actually to copy them, but to see how they work. And please take time to study these websites fully so that you can see the beauty coming through the artist's work. The first one I want to bring to you is Clyde Aspevig. He's an artist from Montana in the USA, and as you can see at the moment there's a little slideshow going through of his absolute realistic landscapes. But yet when you look at them from close-up, in a larger view, you will find that the actual brushstrokes are not photographically put down, but all are little areas of abstract. Now, let's scroll through quickly. Go through across here. You can, it has a video, you can have a look at a video that he has there of a demonstration of that landscape. Come further down, come down. This is where he stays in Montana. Beautiful ranch there, and this is his wife Carol, and she is a top-class artist in her own right. So let's shoot to the top quickly. I'm going to take a look here at his previous art. Now here he's got a list of paintings that he has done. I'll scroll through slowly. go through. You can see the range of stuff and subjects that he's painting. Some of them are absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at this particular one here quickly. Very simplistic on first glance, but yet look at the cleverness. He's got the shadow here to force the eye in, and he's used these clouds here to force a cloud shadow. And the road going in through this nice lead in right through into this darker patch, which is the shadow of this particular cloud. So this is his going through, and this is the focal point. Let's take another quick look at another one of his paintings. And another one I want to look at is right down at the bottom. You can study these closer when you go through to them, to the website. Let's bring that down to this one here. You can see the focal point is at this particular point here. These trees come down like an arrow pointing to that point. These bales run to that point, this bale to that bale pointing to there, this bale to there. Look at that bale on the edge to stop your eye from going out, and that line bringing your eye straight back into the focal area. The grass looks very detailed, but on close-up is a very clever use of the brush to give you the impression of details of where the grass or wheat or whatever it is has been cut down. Here we have a very nice website, and we'll leave it at this for today. And in the next time when I come on for the newsletter, I'll have a brand new site for you. But go through this website. There's some wonderful paintings and some lessons to be learned from one of the top artists in America. And now let's have a look what I've got in store for you for the tip of the week. How often doesn't it happen when we sit with a lot of paint that we've squeezed out onto our palette, and it has been more than adequate, and then at the end of the painting session we find that we don't know what to do with it. The next painting session is a long way off, so it gets thrown into the dustbin. But that needn't be. I'm going to show you a little trick over here on how to fix up the situation. I'm going to squeeze out a generous amount of paint. So let's see. Now this has been left over. Now we need to get it back into this tube. So let's have a look. I'm going to use my painting knife, and I'm going to put a little mound on the top. You can see the mound over there. And then I'm going to hold this at the bottom and then gently give it a tap. I'm just guiding it with this one. You can see how it's gone in. Just clean up the top. Put the cap back on again. There you have saved a lot of paint which can be used in the next session. I was asked a question the other day on the forum. Can you really just get any color using just the primaries and secondaries in your palette? And I was talking about going back to basics on learning how to mix color with just only the three primaries, the red, yellow and the blue. Now that depends on which combination of the primaries you're using, which reds, which blues and which yellows you're using in those combinations. And I'm not going to go into the full details, but you've got your red, your blue and your yellow, and from that you can mix a whole range of colors, all in between these as well, and how you can mix your black and then get your tonal ranges, your red and your yellow, and I've used here the alizarin crimson to give you, and the ultramarine blue to give you these lovely violets that go down. And here I've demonstrated some of the color mixes that you can use to get different colors. So, however, with a 6-color system, it is possible to mix any color you will ever need. You will see more of the system by clicking on the tutorial link below this video.
And then, of course, don't forget about my date with you on Tuesday the 19th of July, where we'll be learning about color mixing. If you want to see the time in your local times, below you'll see there's the time zone. Click the change text link and you'll be able to set it to exactly your time zone. I'll see you then.
Well, until we meet up again for more news from my side of the world, that's all, folks.
Hey, Basket TV!